All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Beautiful. This is Mayhem's Amigos After Dark. I am TJ. That is Chronic Chris. We are live. And man, you know what? The last couple of weeks, there's been a lot going on. And I've been stressed to the gills. And I had to, and I want to say before, this is going to be a little bit of a different show than what most everybody is used to. And I know that we're going to get some feedback about it. I'm going to announce right up front. What you guys are about to hear tonight, there is not one individual and there is not one entity. What's happening, Adam?
Hey guys,
Hey
sorry.
guys, sorry.
So, yeah, like I said, this is gonna be a different show tonight. Adam and Chris know exactly what's going on. There is one other person that I have invited. I don't know if he will be on tonight. I will explain that in a minute. What you are about to hear and what you are about to be told about and the decisions that have been made, I want to stress this. There is not one entity. There is not one individual. Hey, Corey, or not Corey, but Brady. Brady, man, I'm happy you guys got milk dud.
Yeah.
But there is not one individual, there is not one entity that has had any influence on what you are about to hear and what I am going to tell you about and the decisions that have been made. Not one has had influence on any of this. Anybody who claims that they are the reason that this is going to happen, they are not telling you the truth. What I am telling you tonight is the truth. So now that we have that set aside, let's go. Well, I'm going to say let's go over a little history. Let's discuss history, and this is why I'm very happy that Chris is here tonight because I'm going to go over some major history here. So, in August of 2016, the original Mayhem Unleashed podcast launched, and that podcast gained a following relatively quickly. And it was launched by Rage and I. And one of our very first dedicated listeners was Chronic Chris, who eventually, within about, what was it, Chris? About a year, he was brought in.
Oh, shit.
Huh?
Not even.
What was it? About 6 months or something?
Yeah, about 6 months I started calling in.
Right.
Fucking, you knew I was bored at the truck stop and had nothing else to do. So I'm like, dude, fucking jump me in.
So that was kind of where Chris started, and I am going to bring up some names from the past, and you know, I had Rage was my co-host back then, and it was Rage and I put this together. We drove it, and then Rage, because there were things that were getting ready to happen. It was Wrestling for a Cure's first season coming up. Rage got Jason Wilhite and Sage Ramsey involved in the show back in 17 as well. And we started to see the transformation of the show into what it eventually became, which really did well. And I really enjoyed it. So we fast forward to 2021 when I started visiting here where I live now in Texas. And then we had Tyler on the show, and we had Will Height and Sage on the show, and we had this group of people that were a lot of fun. I mean, we had a ball.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was a lot of fun to listen to.
I mean, I got kicked in the balls for Wrestling for a Cure, for crying out loud. You know, there was a lot of good things that came out of that era. And there were some hard feelings that came out of that era as well. But I started visiting here. And as I started to visit and spend more time in this area and get to know people here, no, not Sarah Jane. She was not on the show. Damn it, Jeff. The only way Sarah Jane was involved with the show is because Rage never paid her back. But so as the show developed and it grew and it did well, and I was really happy with it, but I was beginning to do a lot of soul searching back then, and I was like, I'm ready for a change, and there are certain things that I think need to change. And in 2022, I made the announcement that I was moving to Texas, but I still had not made the announcement that's coming up. It was in discussion at the time. There were things working. I had plans. And those plans, because of unforeseen circumstances, they did get sidetracked. So I ended up moving. And then, because of those unforeseen circumstances, we transformed it to the Amigos side. And I wanted to do a show that was not entirely revolving around the slapstick and the satire and everything that we did on Unleashed. And we did it as good as some. We had a lot of fun. And don't get me wrong, we've had a lot of fun with this show as well. So those circumstances happened in middle 2023. And I've stayed on and I've continued. But I've also, for lack of better understanding, and people don't really get it, my life since moving to Texas has truly evolved from where it was at.
Yeah, definitely.
So we get to December of 2024 now. And at December of 2024, within 4 days of each other, two people who were very influential off of both shows passed away. We lost Rage on the 21st. And literally the morning of Christmas Day, we lost Marvin. Now, to say that these two people, even though Rage could drive me up the wall, as everybody has seen over the years, these two people
drive everybody up the wall.
Well, yeah, but these two people were probably two of my best friends, and we lost them. And Adam noticed the shift, and I think Chris did as well, as we tried to get back into doing the show after they passed, that I personally was not quite the same. And Steve was a big, big, big part in helping me to kind of continue and still enjoy the broadcasting and doing that. And brought a lot of the fun back to it. So then we get to April. And Steve passes. And I've done my best not to show how much that has really affected me. Because it really did. I mean, this is another really good friend that I had a lot of fun doing shows with that is gone. And I mean, what do you do? So I look at that, and then I look at there was a goal with the move to Texas. And for the first time now, since that move, in almost 4 years, yeah, you're right, Brady. You and Bree, I mean, yeah, it rocked all of us. But for the first time in that almost 4 year time frame since I moved, I see that goal line again. Now I couple that with what I do now. I'm back at the school. I am teaching. I am training people to be professionals at what they do. In addition to that, I am back in school. I am studying for my PhD in counseling psychology. I love my course of study. My specialty that I plan on leaning into is trauma. I would like to subspecialize in substance abuse. And I really want to get involved with that. I am so consumed by my studies, as Adam will tell you because we talk about it.
Yeah.
I am so consumed with my studies and how much I love it that other things are a little difficult. So I've been doing some soul searching for about the last 4 months since Steve passed. And really trying to gauge where everything should be sitting. Okay? These decisions, the multiples that are involved here, have not been easy. I have struggled with them for the better part of 4 years. But I do believe, and I feel wholly in my heart and in my soul and everything, that it is time. So the decision was made finally earlier this week. It was finalized that it is time for me to step down from broadcasting. I really, I'll explain a little bit more, but I'm going, as of New Year's Eve at 10 o'clock. That will be New Year's Eve at 10 o'clock will be my final show. I am, once after we ring in the new year and it's midnight, I will be hanging up my headphones. And I am going to not give up my ownership of the network, but I'm going to pass the torch. Adam is going to step in at that point as the pretty much the operating officer / coordinator. I have asked Tyler to come back, and as part of that offer for him to come back and be in charge of content, I'm in the process of drawing up paperwork as we speak that I will be getting notarized, and I'm mailing to Tyler later on this month, that says as of September 1st of 2026, I am transferring the ownership of the Mayhem Unleashed podcast name to Tyler. I hope that him and his crew decide that they would like to bring the program back and use it. Him and Jason Wilhite and Sage Ramsey, despite, and I got to say it, despite my reservations and how circumstances unfolded, they have done an absolutely fantastic job with their show. I don't think I have ever been prouder of any group in my life. And I sincerely hope that they decide to carry the legacy of that show on. And if they do not and they put it on the shelf, I understand. I sincerely hope they do not print the name of that show up and let somebody wipe their butt with it. I would be upset, but it's theirs to do with as they please at that point. I could be upset all I want to. I'm transferring the ownership. It's no longer mine. Tyler has allowed me to, we have discussed this. He has allowed me to use the name, referring to it as it was my creation. I'm very appreciative of that, and I've asked him to step back in to be in charge of content and help Adam. I have asked Chris to stay on board and be in charge of promotions to assist in building the network. And I'm going to focus on my studies. I'm going to ride the motorcycle. I'm going to go fishing. I'm going to invest a little bit more in relationships that I probably should have all these years and I never did. One very special one in particular. I'm going to restore my coach, get it running. I'm going to restore my old Chevy. I'm going to do the stuff that I have put off for all of these years. And the biggest one that I put off is I put off my education. I have wanted to continue my education since my son was born. I finally started it earlier this year. I'm doing great with it, but I want my focus in that because I love what I'm doing there. I'm enjoying it. I'm living it. I eat, sleep, breathe it. I go to bed at night dreaming about when is somebody going to come in to my office after I'm a psychologist that is just like Steve. And I've got to diagnose this. It's going to be so fun.
Listeners, so that you understand this, I get calls from TJ analyzing people. And that's just what he talks about. All right, nothing else. No real reason for the phone call. Sick. I've got to tell you this. And it's analyzed some random guy or girl. Just whoever he encountered during the day. And that's the conversation. That's it.
Chris,
Adam, you're echoing real.
Yeah.
I'm not getting an echo.
I am.
You are?
Yeah.
I'm hearing it. I couldn't understand a single thing he just said.
I understood every word.
Well, for some reason, you're the only one not getting an echo.
Well, maybe because I'm routing mine through the board and everything. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm getting ready to.
All right. Are you getting an echo off of me? Okay, yeah. Brady said Adam is echoing. So you might want to check your settings, Adam. Maybe see if it's routing back through your computer. That might be part of it. But yeah, and Brady, I really appreciate that you said you're happy I'm being upfront with everybody. I feel like I owe it to you guys, the listeners who have been with me and rode this ride. You know, New Year's Eve is my chance to say goodbye. We are actually going to cut the Thursday night show. This is going to be the last Thursday night show. We're going to cut back to Sunday afternoons only. And stick with that until it's time to hang it up. And, of course, the New Year's Eve show we're going to do. I cannot thank you listeners, the people who have been on the show, everybody who supported this ride. I cannot thank everybody enough for how we've gotten here. And I'm extremely thankful to Chris and to Tyler for considering what I'm asking them to do. And the one thing that I have asked of everybody involved with carrying the network over is, oh yeah, I would really love to, but you know what, Brady? I am going to leave that to my successors. I am going to leave that to Adam and to Tyler. And Tyler sounds like he's pretty well on board. But I'm going to leave that to them to put that compilation video together, because they are going to pick things that would embarrass me if I did it, that I would skip over, that I'm certain that everybody else would find entertaining. And I don't want to take that away, because those were, even though they were embarrassing to me at the time they happened, and they probably still are today, those were some fun times. We really had some fun times. I will be, over the course of the next few months, I am going to be emailing over to Adam and to Tyler the original Unleashed archive from 16, 17, and parts of 18. Because we took 19 off pretty much. Yeah, Chris and I did. Because that was when I was dating Tweaker Smurf. I mean, I couldn't hardly get near the computer back then.
Yeah, and I was over full-time at the bar.
Right. So we barely had a chance to. We always talked about how we wanted to do a show, but we could never reconcile time to do a show. But, you're going to have, in a lot of that, in some of the audio stuff, you're going to have moments with the dog lady. Before I dated her. Before I had sex with her. No, not dog food lady. The dog lady. Let me clarify that. You're going to have Rage moments that are in there. You're going to have Marvin moments that are in there. You're going to have, Sage and Wilhite moments, Tyler moments, Fat 420 moments, Brian moments. I mean, there's one. I mean, if you guys got the video of when Brian coined the whole CFT, that was a moment that has lasted. Yeah, you'll get the moments of bringing up Marjorie Taylor Greene to Tyler and his goofiness that went with that. I'm sure one of the moments that'll hit the list is Tyler getting stink-faced by Fat 420. Wilhite holding up the marriage license between Fat 420 and Tyler. I mean, there's so many moments over all these years that were hysterical. There were somber moments. There were when the Cubs won the World Series and how Chris and I were about that.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's so much. Think about it. This show goes back that far. Here's my biggest realization with this. And it really hit me like a ton of lead, everybody. It really did. My biggest realization with this whole scenario was I've kept doing this when I moved to take the next phase of my life and grab it and go. This program, this network, as much as I love it, is the very last thing that is out there that is tying me down to my past. If I am ever going to evolve as a person, as an adult, and move to that next phase of my life, it's time for me to step away and actually allow that growth to finally happen. So, for lack of better words, it is time for me to grow up.
Many times have I said that to you.
Chris in the background. No, Chris, I have to grow up.
Hey, come on, TJ, grow the fuck up.
I know, right?
Well, I guess not all of us can be lost boys forever.
Well, yeah, pretty much, you know.
Where the fuck are my headphones?
There was a side note that went with this that Smalls and Adam and Tyler and I have all talked about, and Chris and I think we even brushed on it briefly. I'm studying to move into earning a philosophical doctorate in the science of psychology and begin practicing as a counseling psychologist. That is my goal. That's where I want to go. How is it going to look if I do an initial consultation with a potential patient? That patient leaves, does an internet search, and finds a program a week earlier with me telling penis, flatulence, and sex jokes.
Hard to get credibility from that.
Not going to have a whole lot of credibility, no. They're going to look at me and go, what is wrong with you?
You're a therapist?
Yeah, right?
Dude, no. Don't even stress about that, man. I used to have a therapist that loved talking about his days at Woodstock.
Well, that's Woodstock. Everybody expected something crazy there. We did crazy stuff just to raise money for
Wednesday night.
We did crazy stuff just to raise money for kids.
Yeah, just ask Tyler.
At least if I get the separation, I can look up and say, yeah, you know, that was before I grew up and I really started taking what I wanted to do very seriously. I mean, we're talking, this is a gap here, all right? By the time I get done getting my PhD and I get through my postdoc fellowships, there's going to be a separation of many years at that point between New Year's Eve coming up and then. At least that gives me breathing room if they find a show from like 2021 and me encouraging Tyler to sit down in a bathtub with the contact for a TENS unit on his gooch. And then encouraging his wife to turn the TENS unit on.
We're talking to Steve about his menu.
Oh, yeah, Steve's menu. My God. There'll be a degree of separation, and I could go, yeah, that was in a past life. You know, I could do that at that point and still hold my credibility. And I'm not saying that the fun's going to end between then and now. But the one thing that everybody I have asked to stay on and keep the network going, the one thing they have all agreed on is to allow me to phase myself out my way. And for that, I am eternally grateful. Because when I was going to hand everything over 3 years ago, that was the only thing I wanted. I wanted to phase myself out my way.
We'll see if you're still eternally grateful after you see what we do to the network.
Well, I mean, what are you planning on doing? Turning it into a pot culture or something?
No, nothing yet. There's time.
Oh yeah, there's time. You guys got a little less than 4 months. But I mean, when I say for promotions, I mean Chris can. You run through Chris like, hey, Chris can promote anything at that point. Venues, bands, Asgard. For all I care, after I'm gone, Chris can promote a Kentucky Toothless Orgy.
Woohoo!
But it's something he could do on the side that's not going to take a whole lot of time. That's for him. If Adam wishes to carry on the Amigos show, that is his choice.
Not cool.
Huh?
I said, ouch, not cool.
Why did you drop something on your foot?
I didn't. I dropped a speaker stand into a pile of guitars.
Ouch, not cool.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah. If Adam wants to carry on the Amigos show, I mean, the only thing you'll have to do is take Texas out of it. Because I'm not on the show anymore.
No, but it's nice to pay tribute to your roots. Got to pay tribute to the roots, man, where it came from, where it all began.
Keeping me in the center of it, that's the heart of it.
Yep.
And I mean, if you guys choose to do that, I'm not going to say anything. If Tyler chooses to put what is currently Best Damn Podcast on the network and run with it, I don't care. If Weird Frequencies decides they want to be a part of this network, that's great. I would love to see Chris come up with a rock history podcast where he's talking about bands, venues, events, I don't know, best BJs. I don't know. But whatever.
That's me.
You gave the best
Did you say best DJs or best BJs?
B as in Bravo.
Oh, okay, never mind. I thought you said DJs for a second there, and I thought, wait, did I hear that right?
No, I said best BJs as in Bravo Juliet.
All right.
And I'm like, and you said that's me, and I'm like, what?
My bad. I thought you said DJ.
Oh, no,
I quick verified, double check. Come on.
No, you did not. You did not
Hold
double
on,
check.
I'm switching over.
You did not double check before saying that was you. So now I have to clarify. Are you saying that you gave the best one or you received the best one?
I'll be honest. I received the best one.
Well, we know
my son's mother could suck a watermelon through a garden hose and spit out the seeds.
Fucking Jeff. Oh, God, I'm just going to highlight it. Oh, God.
One second. I gotta feel like I gotta turn my microphone down somewhere.
Your microphone sounded pretty good.
Okay.
No, now you were kind of like underwater.
Yeah. Mr. Roboto.
Damo arigato, Mr. Roboto. All right, so Adam's going to try his headphones again.
Yeah. The best BJs that definitely goes to my son's mom.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't know because I've never received them from your son's mom, so I can't verify. Rage said that probably the worst one he ever got was Sarah Jane. Oh man, yeah. So I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna open this up because I know this is a lot to take in, and hearing me say that yes, I'm actually going to hang it up. I'm actually walking away. I'm actually turning the reins over. Not something anybody'd ever expect to hear.
Man, my son's mother could suck the rust off a garden hoe.
I'm going to open this up, and I'm going to say, I'm going to give you guys a chance. Everybody in the chat room, everybody paying attention. I'm interested in what everybody's thinking. I mean, I know it's a lot.
Remember, folks, he is going for a psychology degree. He may try to analyze your thoughts.
Well, it's analyze, not analyze.
That's what I said. Analyze.
No.
You're probably another asshole that says lever instead of lever.
Brady's saying that you have an awful echo now, Chris. Oh, it might be a StreamYard issue because I guess Disasters had the same thing going all week. And yeah, that's Jeff says at least we know Rage did not pay Sarah Jane for her subpar services.
No, his estate did.
Yeah, the estate had to pay. So no, I'm interested in what everybody's thinking. Adam, you've kind of had the longest amount of time to process this.
Yeah, just wish you didn't have an echo.
How's that?
Now I don't hear you at all.
Really?
Oh, I'm talking to Chris.
Oh.
I barely heard in my right ear the good one. What's that?
How about now?
That's a little better. Cindy, I'm going to be, my last broadcast will be 10 p.m. It'll start, and I'm going to hang it up on New Year's Eve this year. So after we strike midnight, I'm hanging the headphones up. I will be done. No, that's fine. I'm glad you tuned in.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like I said, Adam, you've had the most time to go ahead and process this. So, where are you sitting at with it?
So when you first told me this, it was all of a sudden. I didn't expect it at all. It's been kind of weird talking about it, honestly. But I'm also kind of excited. Talked to Tyler and actually talked to Tyler the day before about doing something. And then TJ gave me this news. It's like, okay. Well, Tyler wants to work with me, and we were wondering how we were going to do that. And this could open up an avenue for that. So don't be surprised if there's a show with Tyler and myself. What that's going to look like. We haven't really ironed that out yet. But I am excited to see where this goes. Both the tail end of TJ's era, I guess.
Yeah.
And the beginning of the next chapter.
Yeah, and Cindy, please, again, don't think I will not be around. I'm just moving more into the administrative side. I'm going to keep the bills up and running. The network's still going to be here. I'm stepping away from the broadcasting. I'm finally letting go of this piece of my past that, although there's been a lot of good with it, there's also been a lot of heartache. And it's just that one piece where I'm like, it's really time. It was time 3 years ago. But I held on because I really felt like I was backed in a corner, and this legacy that I have created was just going to go away. Now I think we've got the right people here that are going to respect it, they're going to honor it, and they're going to take it to the next level. And I'm waiting because I have a feeling within 6 months, I'm going to get a conference call from Tyler, Chris, and Adam, and they're going to want me to cough up the money to rent a VIP booth at a strip bar for a promotion.
Well, yeah, because honestly, is what I heard is I need to grow up and act like an adult, but I'm fix up my classic car and ride my motorcycle. So, I mean, what are we going to do? Some big boy toys and going to act professional like adult.
Look, that's stuff that even my uncle, who grew up and got a haircut and got a real job, still does. So those are hobbies of mine that I've neglected. I want to travel. I really do want to travel. That's why I bought this coach. I don't want to sit here with it parked all the time. I want to take it and drive and enjoy it. I want to pull up at Chris's place and start the generator and, open up the Blackwater valve when I got to poop to help fertilize his lawn.
Right down the road.
Huh?
Campground right down the road.
Yeah, but why would I go to the campground when I can stay at your place for free?
Makes you think others stay here for free.
Do what?
I don't even want my mom to stay here for free.
I want to.
You're gonna pull up an RV, 30. You want power? That's deep.
That's why I got a generator. I don't need your stinking power. I've got a 120-gallon onboard water tank. I don't need your water either.
I was going to say that with the generator, you somehow find a little site.
Oh, you ain't siphoning 90 gallons of diesel. You will vomit.
First off, they got machines that you don't need to sight anymore. I'm pretty sure I can get that big.
Well, and then you got to get past 2 locks.
Well, that's easy to do when you're on bottom. You can't know how to get in anything. It's a round thing.
Well, you've got to get past 2 locks at a 357.
My just climb up there, right off getting things inside, hose and start pumping.
You ain't gonna do that to me. You would be surprised how quiet that generator is. Like this level of conversation we're having right now, you can have that level of conversation with that generator running. Yeah, it's a diesel and whisper quiet.
Well, I'm old and fucked out. You'd be surprised how CT I could have been years ago.
But, above and beyond that, I want to go. One of the places I've always wanted to go is Glacier National Park in Montana. I want to go there. I want to go camp out and check it out. I want to take the bike and I want to get out to North Carolina. Go ride the dragon. It's time to ride Tail of the Dragon.
Actually, I went for a ride on a good curvy road that's connected to this dragon.
I mean, I got the Three Twisted Sisters down the road. It's ranked. It's not too far off the Tail of the Dragon, actually.
I still get sketched out around the road.
Dude, I've got
go around the curve ahead. Rear tires just fall from underneath me. I mean, I'll still take curve, fucking slow.
I mean, the Sisters have got 10-mile-an-hour switchbacks. And you're looking at cliff face and nothing.
Well, the road I was on would have been car 50, 55 on the bike 35, 40.
That's the kind of stuff I love to ride, you know. Yeah, I cannot wait to just be like, oh, it's Sunday afternoon. I want to be out on a boat.
See, here's the problem, though. Every time I've hit the curve, it felt like the back tire was going to go, and I read that moment all over again. So it's like easy on the curve.
You know, it'll take you a little bit to get back. But no, Adam, you were saying like it all hit you. You're excited, but it sounds like you got a little reservation with it.
Well, yeah, because I want to make sure that you know, with what you're leaving me, that we can make you proud. That we can make it worth it. So I don't just want Mayhem and the channel to die. I want to make sure we're putting up quality content and hopefully making things grow.
Well, and I think with the that we're getting put together, you're gonna have a really good opportunity at that. I mean, I honestly did not think that Tyler and crew would last. Hey, you guys have heard this. I didn't think they'd last over 6 months. My God, I've been proven wrong. And I don't think I've ever been more happy to be proven wrong. I did not believe they were ready. And my understanding is it, yeah, it may have been pretty rocky to start, but you know what? They found their groove. They've taken it to another level. They're doing well. Hey, good. I'm proud of them. I'm so proud of them. If I'm 100% honest, the last couple of years doing the show has felt like a job. And that has really made it hard to do. And I have to go back now, way back to things I learned under the learning tree of Ray Lytle. And Ray told me, when it starts to feel like a job and you're forcing yourself to do it, it's time to get out. And the last couple of years, I mean, if I am truly honest with myself, that's what it's felt like. I mean, you guys don't know how many times I've been sitting up at Pat's or up at Easy's, and I'm there with my buddies, and I'm drinking. I'm having a great time. We're listening to music. We're cutting up. I mean, we're just having a ball. I look at my watch, and I'm like, man, I need to be home in a half an hour because I got to get the show on the air. I got to go do the show. Got to go. Oh, man, come on, man, blow it up. No, I got to go do this. I got to do it because I owe it to our listeners. I've got to go. And you know, that was where it really started to feel like a job. Now here's a kicker. When I was in Illinois and I was living in the old house, same scenario. And I'm like, all right, I'll see y'all later. I'm heading home. And I'd head home. I wanted to get back because I didn't want to talk to them any longer. They're sitting there saying the same thing I'd heard for years. I'm like, I don't want to hear it. I'm done. So I wanted to get back and do the show with everybody because maybe there'd be something else. And it just, well, I mean, we all know how that worked out. Let's see. Hey, cool. I have a message from Tyler. You know what? I'm going to do this. I hope he's listening too. So Tyler says, Adam, you're going to understand where this is going. Tyler says that he's on a date with Jesse, and he'll try to join us before the show is over. I thought he went on vacation with Susan.
I know, right?
So he's on a date with Jesse? Yes, Chris.
Get about Andrew Becky and Rita.
Well, I mean, he was.
Number 5.
Hey, he was all about chasing Jesse's girl now.
Yeah.
Dude. Pissed off. Company won't let me get phone number 86753.
They're never going to let you have that number. Your name's not Jenny.
Well, I straight up said if I ever got the phone number, I would answer the phone. Jenny's number. How can I help you? But you know, I got no restriction of kids at the phone place. I looked at Eve. I'm like, well, you can tell the age difference here. And the girl looked at me like, well, I got gender. And I'm like, you just totally segregated me.
Wow.
Played that millennial.
Oh. You make me sad.
Why? Fuck with people?
No, because you went millennial on a millennial. I'm so sad.
Fuck them.
You're supposed to be.
Don't,
you're supposed to rise above that and go all Gen X on them.
Well, you know what? For generation, we gotta love each other. Blah blah blah. They sure are classified people. Put them in their little boxes.
I just got another text from Tyler. He's like, "Really?
Really?
Well, I can't help the fact that he went out with Jesse. I thought he was on vacation with Susan. Now he's going out with Jesse.
I thought he was supposed to go out with Jesse's girl.
Well, maybe he's doing a double date.
But why reference only Jesse?
I mean, I didn't know if Jesse was a guy or a girl. You know, that's one of them weird names that could go either way.
Yeah, does it have an I in it?
I never got the spelling.
It's just Jesse with an I.
Well, how would I know? All I know, I heard Jesse.
You got a text message.
Uncle Jesse.
Typed right there.
Well, it said Jess, so I was like, well, Jesse. Jess. So I didn't even put an I or an E on there, so I can't tell to this day. I mean, all I know is one of the former show members went over, got to Tyler's old place. Some girl answered the door, said that she was Jessie. Don't know where Susan was at. I thought Susan was supposed to be his girlfriend.
So we do have it verified that Jesse is a girl.
Yeah, I guess it is verified Jessie is a girl.
Okay.
But her name was Jessie.
I was say could be Justin.
Maybe Jessie has a Jessie's girl. Did you ever think of that?
Could be.
That's pretty common for Tyler's luck.
That's true.
More like does she have a car?
But I mean, I'm like, so you're out with Jessie, but I thought you went on vacation with Susan. I don't get it. And if he's listening right now, because they are out on a date at dinner at an Italian restaurant, I'm sure Jessie is very upset with me because I brought up Susan. So Tyler's probably going to call me and go, "You son of a bitch."
I'm kind of waiting to see if I get a message from Tyler. And we'll see whether or not it's clean enough for me to read.
Right? No, that was one of the many things we had go on with the old show. We just had fun with, And no, I think with you guys taking it, I really feel good about you guys taking it. I really do. Because I think the three of you working together to build, create, and move forward is going to create something just that's it's going to be really special. And I don't mean like, the red ones taste like cherries, yay, special.
I like ice cream, yay.
I like eyeballs and orange
I really think the whole thing is going to turn out to be very, very unique, very special. It's going to be something different. Now, and I'm gonna be very honest about this as well. Am I going to be paying a whole lot of attention? No.
Well, you will if something very good happens, or very bad.
But yeah, that'll probably be about when I do.
Yes, Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff, you're right. Turning it over to somebody who's kicked out of Lincoln Christian College for not having sex, that is a good question. I thought you were kicked out for having sex.
The accusation.
So
I have since then had the sex. It's good.
5 million college students across the United States, and he was one of the very few virgins.
You know what? That's not a bad point. So that brings the question. How much of his "I did not have sex" is a Bill Clinton line?
That depends on what your definition of is.
Let's play deep dive into what really happened.
See, now technically, there's no proof that he actually that Slick Willie stuck Slick Willie in the intern.
Yes, there was the dress.
Okay. He could maybe he whipped it out and just one out while staring at her.
Why are you defending him?
I'm not defending him. All I'm saying is the man didn't necessarily lie. We can't prove that he lied. He said he did not have physical sex with that.
No, yeah, you're right. He said he did get a blowjob, though.
He admitted to the blowjob, and he probably rubbed her, had some jerks, and there was the incident with the cigar.
You know who you are starting to sound like? Oh yeah, Jeff said that he did stick a cigar in her.
I just said that there was the incident cigar.
You know who you are really starting to sound like, Chris?
Who?
He was one of the greatest people to ever be on The Morning Disaster. You are starting to sound like Jim the photographer.
Not sure whether that's a good or bad thing. And this is
Go back to Ray Lytle's Morning Disaster, Best of CD, Volume 3. You want track 9. What is Sex by Jim the Photographer. Where he proceeds to tell you that it is only cheating if actual penetration is involved.
That is not true.
Penetration is a very big term, depending on how you want to use it.
Penile, vaginal penetration.
Okay. You also have penile, oral.
No, he said that was not cheating.
Well, I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, bro, cheating.
Well, okay, no, let me rewind that a little bit. If you get a little further into it, he said if he received, that was not cheating, but if she gave, that was cheating.
No, either way.
So you're saying either way?
Yeah, either way.
He said French kissing is not cheating.
Nope, that's cheating. Anytime there's physical contact in an intimate way with someone other than your significant other, that is cheating.
So, Adam.
Okay.
Did you French kiss anyone while you were at that college?
Yeah.
See, but that's just making out.
Okay, but I'm trying to get to a point here. Did you give or receive oral gratification while you were at that college?
Yes, on both.
I'll see that. It's sex. Term oral sex.
Was there ever penetration while you were attending that college?
Not vaginal. Not anal either.
So you got
at least not with the woman that I was accused of with.
But the man?
No, the other woman.
Oh. All right, so that brings me
in college, you got a boy, but you never had sex.
It wasn't that I never had sex. I didn't have sex with the woman they accused me of having it with.
Oh, okay.
All right, so that brings me to the final question. It is the $64,000 question. Did you, after any of these sexual acts at Lincoln Christian College, receive an omnibus?
No, and I wish I did.
Okay. I'm gonna sum city and world. Fuck is an omnibus.
When you have a all right, you've seen comic books.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you take all the volumes of one comic book series and put it into like a big graphic novel, that's an omnibus.
Okay.
So we have a friend that is a very, very in-depth comic book nerd. And you know what? That makes him happy. Good for him, man. Go for it. Buy every one of them. I will admit that I have even encouraged it as a Christmas gift because I knew he'd really enjoy it. And no, I did not get any type of sexual favors for it either.
So if you take whole run of books,
right,
and glue the spine together, it becomes a totally different kind of book.
Pretty much, yeah. So, and I mean, we're talking like an act, like if you take, we'll use Marvel because it's the one I can think of. We'll use this as an example. If you take the Civil War grouping of Marvel comics and put that together, that would be a Civil War omnibus. Okay?
Okay, let's explain this to me. I don't know exactly super. If I take the Batman, glue it together, it's a Batman omnibus.
Yeah, but it's going to be one of the Batman series. Okay. So like if like one storyline in the history of Batman. You pick one storyline, that entire storyline together. That was the volume 1, 45, 50, 51, 52 to like 65. That whole run of that one story. That's your omnibus.
Why wouldn't that called like
Because somebody copyrighted the name. Hell, I don't know.
I mean, omnibus to me is something you do with people behind doors at a party.
Well, I mean, maybe that's where they came up with it. I don't know. I don't ask these things. I don't want to know. They are reading a group of comics that they have talked about that I'm actually interested in. That I'm really thinking about after I hang it up. I may actually buy them and start reading them myself. And it's like a combat comic. What was it called? Red or something? Red Earth or I don't know, but it's supposed to be like military at war type comic, and it's supposed to be pretty cool. I would actually, the more I've heard about that, I'd love to sit down and actually read it. I think that would be a lot of fun. Now, obviously, after I finish my fall semester, I get into my spring semester at school. The next 2 spring and fall semesters, I'm not going to have time.
Yeah.
That was another deciding factor of the final day. Because I got to do anatomy and physiology 1 and 2.
Good luck on that.
You're right. I hope they really get into telling me where every nerve is in the vagina.
On here, I thought you just wanted to know about the muscle and bone.
I am trying to find out important things now. And what is more important than finding every pleasure fiber that is in a vagina?
As long as you can apply that science.
Well, maybe I'll find a volunteer.
I hope you can.
I probably won't.
What
is my luck?
Maybe
What
he can
is
use them.
traditionally over the last 10 years? What has my luck been with women?
Well, that depends on your goal, but usually it's pretty bad.
Chris?
Well, if you ask me,
That's never good.
DJ needs to be picking up women at dive bars.
But you know what? They want to come home. Red Coat. Yeah, I think that's it. It's a Revolution War comic. Yes, that's Red Coat. That's the one. Yeah. And Corey, that's the one thank you. That's the one I'd really like to read.
I mean, honestly, if you ask me, DJ picks up women, I'd say he controls dive bars and rehabs.
Look, at least I
he
don't
goes to women.
look. At least at least I don't wait until 3 a.m. I'll get them before midnight.
Bullshit.
Serious shit.
You wait to 3 a.m. so that you get 3 or 4 of them.
No, I don't, because I never have a truck that's got that much gross weight in the bed.
All right, let's see what we got for regulars tonight.
I mean, my lord, no, I'm not taking. Like, I need a 2-ton truck. I haven't had a 1-ton in 20 years.
Well, that's why I also again, they either tend to have something. They like snowy.
So I was out with some people last night, And one of the people who was with us was our former receptionist at work, okay?
Okay.
And I'm sitting there, and we're having drinks, we're having a good time, and this girl walks away and walks over to the bathroom. All right, no big deal. I'm not thinking about it. Yeah, Corey, it does sound really cool, doesn't it? So she walks to the bathroom, and we're just continuing the conversation. I happen to look up, and here she's walking back. Okay, well, she must be done. No, she walks up to the table, does not say a word, picks up her lip gloss, and starts walking back to the bathroom.
Do you have to prepare for a blowjob?
She's walking. So she's walking back, and I kind of nudge two friends of mine on either side of me, and I go, she just walked up, picked up her lip gloss, and she's walking back to the building that the bathroom is in. And the one who is still a coworker leans back and goes, "Oh, good Lord."
There's something in that gloss.
It might be. So we wait. Now, it's a little bit longer, the waiting for her to walk back. And here she comes. Here she comes, strutting her little butt back, right?
Yeah.
But she had explosive diarrhea. Maybe, I don't know. She was drinking beer and had the rim of the glass lined with tahini.
Pretty sure she needed the lip gloss for a rim of some kind.
So she comes strutting back.
She needed that in the lip so she could continue drinking.
So she sits down at the table. She's grinning ear to ear. And I'm like, and I couldn't, I just me being me, and I tried to curb the reaction, but I was maybe more than I needed Crown and Coke in. And I look up and I go, "So what's his name?" She goes, "What are you talking about? The one you need lip gloss for." It wasn't a guy. Really? She wanted lip gloss? Okay, good for you.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get video?
No.
I was like, "Did you get video?" It wasn't like that. I'm like, "No, really, you should have gotten video." I know people in Illinois and Kentucky that would pay good money for that video.
Oh shit! I didn't pay video. All the free doing that. Why would I pay?
Because she is a little micro Mexican girl.
That's somewhere on the internet free I want.
Well, it wasn't like that. It wasn't a girl. I'm like, so what? If it wasn't a guy and it wasn't a girl, then what was it? A donkey?
What was the person's identity? What did I? Are they?
Now, mind you, everybody at the table is cracking up as I'm giving her the third degree. Like, I cannot believe you asked her that. Well, why not? So we start talking about this girl the first time I was at the campus, right?
Right.
And I think you guys might have heard me talk about the little Mexican receptionist that always made coffee in the morning and always wore the heels that were like that to make her 4'2" ass stand at least 5 foot tall. I did not, Jeff. I did not. She's a little young and a whole lot more messed up than I really like.
See, here's the thing about it. I mean, it's no time but I wouldn't want to pick up women and brag.
No, I don't want to play that game. Like, this is my home, all right?
I thought you always had an inclination for crazy.
Not that crazy.
What's crazy from Mexico?
let me go this route. All right,
She's shorter than 5 tall. She's crazy.
oh, she's shorter than 5 foot tall. She's fucking Mexican and shorter than 5 foot tall.
And Mexican.
Yes.
That's two. Right. And a woman. Triple threat.
Yeah.
That's what they do all day.
All right, so she was seeing a guy at the campus. There was a student. All right. This guy's wife showed up and started a whole bunch of shit and confronted her in the lobby of the campus. She would come in the morning and make coffee. I would be in teaching my first class of the day in my classroom. Back then, my classroom was up towards the front of the building, okay? And I had this great big window on my classroom. She would come in, make coffee, and instead of walking down the hallway that would have nothing to do with my classroom, she would strut her little ass right past the window of my classroom where I've got every guy that's in my classroom studying to get a CDL going, and drooling as she walks past. And I'm going, hey, fuckers, up here, this is what you're studying, not her. Well, you said we had to study curves, not those curves.
Come on, TJ. They're in college.
So I get asked, and it was the same girl last night. She finally asked me, she goes, I want to know something. And I said, what? She goes, there were so many different women at that campus that were all about you back then. And I go, okay, what about it? She goes, why did you never ask any of them out? And I leaned back and I took a drink of my drink and I said, look, I have a line. It is a very, very, very definitive line. I will not ask out, touch, or even think about trying to get with one of my students. And I will not ask out, touch, or even think about trying to date one of my coworkers. That is asking for a problem.
Yeah.
And if I stay away from that problem, I don't have to deal with that problem.
Very true.
That's the type of problem that could hurt my Harley. And I'm not going to let my Harley get hurt.
Upset. And Ruby is kind of the jealous type.
Oh, yeah, very much so. I have yet to find a Harley that is not jealous. I think Chris hasn't found one that's not jealous either. Didn't hear you, man.
Yep. Can't hear you, Chris.
No, I haven't found that's jealous.
Yeah, Harleys are very jealous bikes. All right.
All they ask is to be ridden.
Oh, they love to be ridden and put away wet.
Mm-hmm.
I saw an ad my wife showed me, and she thought it was one great woman walked in the room and said, honey, her husband, his parents make you fat, and he said, you promise not to get mad at whatever I say next? Nope, not at all. Okay, I bought her on Sunday.
I love that. All All right, I'm going to let you guys talk about what's going on. I have to pee.
God, how unprofessional, right?
We're moving forward with the stage project. We got paint today, and we're getting lumber tomorrow to replace some boards and order some outdoor waterproof vinyl flooring that you just lay down and roll out. And, yep, so hopefully we'll be getting that done with all within the next week, and yeah, get some things moving on. So if you know anyone that wants to have an event or whatever, we got a venue here in Central City, Kentucky, if you want to come this way and hang out with us.
Very cool. Okay, I just noticed something, Chris. When TJ left and like he muted his mic and stuff, I hear no echo now. I talk just fine and I'm not hearing an echo. If you're talking, I don't hear an echo. It's TJ.
That is true. It is TJ.
TJ's fucking this up. Come on, man.
Yeah, what the fuck?
So come on. And he's got to go pee. How unprofessional. Come on, man.
Yeah, blaming us for his bullshit.
I know, right?
Also, while TJ's talking about hanging up the headphones and turning off the microphone, I'm actually going to be trying to get into terrestrial again.
Okay.
Get on the local airwaves. I ain't really saying much about that yet, but I went in and talked to someone at a local station the other day and, just rattled off the software I'm familiar with. And she looked at her computer and says, maybe we could do something. Like, cool. Awesome.
I think if that's what you want to get into, I hope you can get it, man.
Yeah, because it'll go great with the venue.
Yeah. You can always be live from location at your own venue.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and then, like I told the lady, the software I use is probably the same software they use. So all I need is their encoders and I can plug in from wherever.
Yeah. And then, like, when you find people to be at your venue or wherever, you can come on here and advertise too.
Oh, dude, I've actually already had bands asking me when I'm going to be up and running. I've had bands offer to do my grand opening.
Cool.
So,
yeah, you'll definitely need to keep our listeners in the loop of that.
Yeah. And then, last weekend, I went up to Owensboro. I finally got out and went up because a buddy of mine, he started playing with a group, and they were doing a show up in Owensboro, and I had to go up for that, and it was just a great time. And we met some pretty cool people, so tomorrow we're going to check out Friday After 5, which is like this thing they have every Friday up in Owensboro just to hang out and live music and whatever the fuck's going on. Because
very cool.
Yeah, I need to start getting out more. Well, it sucks because like in about an hour here, I got to drive. I just drove someone to work about an hour and a half ago. That's what I did when the show started. I was on my way home from dropping someone off at work.
Okay.
And now I got to leave again in about an hour to take someone else to work. And that's pretty much what I've been doing for the last 7 months. And it needs to stop. I need to go out and have fun.
Yeah. I mean, you've been having to work, but your foot's still messed up, right? From way back.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
but kind of limits what you can do.
Right. And it's not easy walking into a place and applying for a job with a limp and a cane. Driving friends back and forth to work, that's helped out. And, like I told my wife, she's like, oh, you need to get the stage ready for next spring. And I'm like, no, there's still plenty of time this year. We still have all of August, September, and we could do things well into October.
Yeah.
Especially here in Kentucky. Hell, we could do things into November. We could probably have a festival of trees for Christmas.
Yeah, I mean, you just have to hope that the weather will hold out in a way that you need it to.
Right.
You know. And nothing too bad, you know.
And with how big the whole area is, we could have some big ass car show.
Yeah.
So last week, I actually got a donation. I have the sound equipment. As soon as I get the construction done, I got a huge donation last week of sound equipment that's all getting moved over.
That's cool.
Because right now it's taking up space in my house that I can't walk around my kitchen. And I'm talking like 4 concert stereo speakers, another soundboard, fucking mobile studio, wireless microphones. We got everything ready to go.
It sounds like you're almost there.
See, it's back.
Yep.
Look, I'm working on it, all right? I made a bunch of adjustments for another group, and, oh, that sounds great. And now it's like, all right, well, now it sounds like crap here.
Well, we established that you caused the echo.
Well, I don't hear an echo.
I do.
So it must not be me.
Your microphone got up, and it went away.
Well, it must not be me, because I don't hear it.
You're the only one who doesn't hear it.
How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you, sir?
All right, let's try doing this. How about that?
Let's see. Nope.
Echo.
How about there?
Nope, that's making it worse.
Nope. Same echo.
So back to that.
Okay.
Let's try.
For all your unprofessional audio needs.
Oh, no, not that. I can't hear shit.
Oh, wait, that worked.
Yeah, we don't have echo.
Yeah, but I'm not hearing a damn thing.
Uh-oh.
Well, we don't need.
All right, how about that?
Nope. Yep. No.
Try that.
No. Nope. Still there.
All right, how about that?
Nope.
Well, let's deal with it. How about that?
Okay.
How about now?
It is what it is, and
Say something now.
something now.
Yep. Something now. No.
Still there.
I've got the echo cancellation on. Maybe if I go to stereo audio. How about now?
What about now?
Nope.
Nope.
Right about. The echo's still there.
I think y'all are full of shit.
No, we ain't, dude.
I think you're doing it just to make me go chasing around a bunch of settings.
I would not bullshit you.
Oh, yes, you would.
TJ, all you have to do is listen when you left and went on mute. No echo.
I'm
So
reducing.
you
All right, look, I'm potting things down. Let's see about now.
Okay. Nope. Still an echo.
Well, I don't know what the fuck. Because it wasn't echoing the last time we were on.
I know. It sounded pretty good. I thought it was me. But then I went through all my settings and I just had to deal with it. Then when you muted, the echo went away.
Well, I'm going through everything. Maybe I need to log out and log back in, but I'm not going to do it right now. I mean, we're 2/3 of the way through right now.
Very true.
I mean, I'm just kind of hanging on to see if Tyler can log in. I got a feeling he's going to get all. He tried to figure out what I was talking about. He's like, huh?
So, Adam, I got all the sound equipment for the stage. Some don't can go over there. But I brought it home, hooked it all up, tested it all out, and I had it all hooked up. And my wife says, I hear some buzz. There's something buzzing. So no, that's the house shaking here.
Jeff, it's funny you said that because Brady said earlier that there have been problems with StreamYard where there's echoing going on when it's going through the main system. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, if that theory is true, if you exit it out, I can still hold the studio open, and then you can just come back in and see if that does it.
Like I said, we're right there. I mean, I'm getting ready to wrap it up anyway because I've got to be at work early.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm going to have to whip up something to chew on and then get some sleep sometime this year.
Yeah. Hey, you can sleep in the new year.
Oh, I intend to sleep after the new year now. Let me tell you. I'm overdue for that.
Yes.
The thing I'm wondering is DJ says he needs to find more time to ride the motorcycle. And I follow my wife rule of make time for what's important. So I ride my bike every day.
When I'm talking about taking off for a ride, I mean, I ride almost every day anyway. But when I'm saying I want to go for a ride, like here's an example. I have been setting aside this ride I've wanted to do since I moved here. I have wanted to ride down to Port Aransas. I've wanted to ride to the coast for the weekend. And I have been putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. And one of the reasons, and I'm very truthfully, one of the reasons I have put it off is this show. Because I cannot guarantee I'm going to be back in time to do the show.
When you told me that as your co-host and your friend, I would have understood. Just take the time off and go.
If I'm no longer hosting the show,
when I go for a ride, I don't pick a destination. I just pick a time limit. Okay, I got 3 hours. Let's go get lost 3 hours.
But you're not understanding. Like, there are places I want to go.
Yeah.
All right. I've wanted to hop on and ride to Houston for the last year. And I've wanted to go because one of my former squad leaders from the military is now a reverend preacher doctor. His doctorate is in religious philosophy. And I've wanted to ride out there just to attend one of his services and then get to hang out with him, watch some football, you know. When are his services? On Sundays. When do we do a show? On Sundays. It has not been in the cards because I don't know when he's going to be done. He's a Southern Baptist preacher.
We had to say on Thursday night, you know, hey, I'm going to have Sunday off. I'm going to go visit a friend. Cool.
But the thing is, and I go back to this, it's time to step away.
So TJ's New Year's resolution. Travel more.
That's one of them. I will be traveling more. And Corey, you are not lying.
Yeah.
At all. You are not lying.
Well, he needs his girl more than on his back.
Amen to that.
So when you see the guy running the bike rally with a pedal on the back of his bike,
His name is Chris.
His name is DJ. Don't nothing go on the back of my bike.
Well, let's go ahead and start wrapping this up. So, Chris, what are your final thoughts tonight?
Final thoughts. Well, TJ's a quitter. No one likes a quitter.
Get over it.
Ladies and gentlemen, know me. Fort Live, independent. Fuck the big chains. Fuck the big conglomerates. Check out a mom and pop shop. It's been a blast. All these years being in and out of the Mayhem show with TJ. It's been a fun ride. I've stuck around because, like Howard's, you never know what he's going to say next. And that's just being entertained. Ladies and gentlemen, be kind to one another. Bang your pets. Fucking love you guys.
Okay, I'm seeing something that's driving me fucking crazy. I don't know why, but it was actually picking up on the mic, and it's only happened a couple times, but it was actually picking up the audio when Chris was talking and coming over my side.
That's where your echo is.
That's the echo.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this thing? Everything's set the way it's always set. I don't get it.
I don't know. Luckily, we only have 6 more months of it.
Oh, bite my ass.
Told you it was an issue.
No, it's not me. That's what I'm saying. Everything is set exactly the same.
Or your shit somehow.
It's something on the StreamYard side. Because there's nothing that I've got set anywhere differently.
Well, blame StreamYard for now. And before
I blame Robert Patrick.
Check.
All right, Adam, your final thoughts tonight.
Computer's fucked up. Patrick's fault.
Here, I'll even be.
Okay. See?
Yeah,
no echo. No echo. Awesome. Okay, so as somber as the news is that TJ is going to be leaving us at the end of the year, let's not start the grieving process now. Let's end strong. Let's make this, let's make this a good year. And then when it ends, we'll let it end. But let's not end it now. Okay, let's make this good. Let's make this worth it. A good send-off.
Don't cry for me, Argentina.
I'm not crying. You're crying, damn it. Anyway, that's all I got for now.
I don't know what I'm going to do with you guys. I still blame StreamYard. I don't know what the hell is going on, but I'm going to figure it out.
What do you mean?
I mean, seriously. No, I'm saying that, Jeff's over here going, it's all my fault. No, StreamYard's doing something. I'm going to have to figure out their bullshit. Anyway, so, that's it. New Year's Eve is my final show. And I've been asked by a few different people at this point, like, am I sure? Yeah, I'm definitely sure. It's been a great run. I'm looking forward to this. I really am, despite what everybody may think. Yeah, I want to end it on a high note. Unfortunately, the high notes that I would love to end it on, I do not have Rage, Steve, or Marvin to help me get there.
Oh, I'm sorry. We can't get you there?
Now that's just gross.
I wouldn't want to get
So everybody, starting tonight, that's it for our Thursday night shows. So we're going back to once a week. It'll be Sunday evenings. And we'll do our shows then. and I think we're at 23.
Of
23
course, you
left.
must go strictly to Sunday evening as we're coming into football season.
Well, yeah, because then we can watch football and talk about football while we're on the show.
Unless you're like don't got the end on that word or don't get to watch games because just don't get them done.
Well, Kentucky is a basketball people.
Yeah, if it ain't Kentucky, it's
So, everybody,
and let's just say several sports bars I'm not welcome at down here.
yeah, I bet, because you walked in wearing Buckeyes stuff.
No, usually Iowa Hawks or Florida Gators.
So, everybody, thank you for tuning in. I know that the news kind of hit everybody a little sudden, and the crew has had a chance to marinate with it a little bit or get stoned to it, but let's face it.
I marinate.
Yeah, I mean, I hope everybody understands. I look forward to seeing all of you as we finish this ride out. And I ask that everyone support Adam and Chris and Tyler when they start the new chapter starting New Year's Day. So that's it for me, everybody. I will see all of you on Sunday. For Adam, for Chris, hopefully Tyler will be back and he can join us. And in the meantime, take care and good night. We'll see you then.
And if you guys love me, and feel free, remember the old MTV Headbangers Ball. Headbangers on Saturday morning on Saturday.